Hey everybody, Scott Steen with the winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Tyler Merriam studio deep in the bowels of the Winners and Winers Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep-3. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yeah, you guys have been doing a great job mashing the like button. Even with not a lot of views yesterday, you still put us into triple digits. You guys are the what? The best. That's right. Keep doing it. Keep mashing that like button because we're going to start firing on all cylinders heading into the big NCAA tournament. And speaking of the NCAA tournament, don't forget to pick up our March Madness guide. Now it is on sale officially. No more pre-ordering. It is green light. Go, 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 baby. I've seen it. It's over 150 pages, chock full of all kinds of very cool information, everything you would ever want to know about every one of these teams that are currently dancing. 68 teams, 150 pages. Are you kidding me? It is absolutely an essential part of handicapping for me, and it should be for you as well. The part I like about it, I said it yesterday, it's got all the information in one place. Yes, it's information you could find yourself if you dug to, for 30 or 40 different websites, head up all these pages, all these tabs across the top, like I often do. And it's so nice to have it in one spot. It has the matchups, it has the team information. You know what? I know you guys are tired of me yakking about it, but I'm very excited. We do a lot of cool stuff at Winners and Winers. I don't always talk about all of it. This is something we're really proud of. It's less than $20. Yeah, the pre-order price is gone, $19.97. Pick it up. Head over to their website. Have the link one more time in the description of today's video, and it'll be over on each individual page at Winners and Winers and StatSalt.com. Speaking of which, don't forget to use them as one of your top resources for all things NCAA related. We'll be doing, of course, breakdowns of all the contests coming up every single game. So check out winnersandwhiners.com and statsalt.com as well. Most importantly, tell me what you're playing today. Tell me if you're fading me, if you're tailing me, and what you've got conjured up, man. There's a lot of great games out there, including the first two of the first four. We got some NIT action happening. It's just got CBI getting ready to kick off the CIT. Actually got going last night with Quinnipiac. So yeah, it's that time of year, man. So yeah, make sure you leave me your picks. Help out each other. Help a brother out, will you? And let us know what you're on today. And a couple of exciting things personally here from me on Wednesday at between 4 and 5 Eastern time. Actually, I'll probably be on about 4:30. I will be, or excuse me, I guess 5:30 Eastern time. My bad. Again, it goes 5 to 6. I will be on with the one and only Tom Barton, aka the Honest Handicapper. He's got his own terrestrial radio show from out of Long Island, out of New York. It's the Long Island News Radio, and check that out. We're going to be talking about college basketball. And I love this cat. I had him on my podcast a couple times during football season, and he's got a great handicapping brain. So check out yours truly doing the radio thing with the one and only Tom Barton. And of course, this is also on Wednesday. I think we're going to do it Wednesday evening as long as it fits with his schedule. We haven't tied down the final time yet. But me and the new Scots, it's going to be double the Scots, double the fun. We're going to try something that we haven't done before. We're going to be doing a live broadcast talking NCAA action and answering questions in the comment section from you guys. So we're going to be doing it all in real time, and we're pretty psyched about that. We haven't done it yet, and Scott and I have been talking about it. He's been running really good over there, so I'm anxious to pick his brain as well. So the Scott and Scott show Wednesday evening. We'll have a time on that as it draws closer, but continue to watch the space and the YouTube. We'll have it previewed there as well. All right, so let's get to it. Quick recap. We went 2-1 on my foray, including my foray into hockey. We hit our under in the NBA, and we went 1-1 on the hockey games the first period over. However, you got to lay a lot of serious wood when you play those first period. Oh, I'm going to call it the first quarter over. The first period overs. So we end up even though we go 2-1, we break about even. And I was talking to some cats today, and I'm I'm not ready at this point in my life to take on the extra math responsibilities of not only figuring whether I think it's going to happen or not, but then figuring out what the right price should be. So maybe down the road, I'm intrigued by this. I'm intrigued by this hockey, and thank God I didn't hit both of them, or now you'd have a junkie on your hands. So I'm intrigued. I want to learn more about it. So that was a lot of fun. And then we went 0-1 on the premium side. I had one more under on the NBA over there, and they had a couple. Really a powerhouse first quarter, and that blew us out of the water as we missed it by 8 on the Knicks game. So on we go. Hey, let's talk a little basketball, shall we? Taking a look in the first play-in game, the battle between the 16s, as Prairie View takes on Farleigh-Dickinson, and I'm looking at the total right here of 148.5. You know, this is the classic battle of styles, but with a twist. They both average about 75 points a game, but they get there in very different ways. The Knights. Farleigh-Dickinson, they are 5th in the nation in three-point shooting and 30th in effective field goal percentage. The Panthers, from Prairie View, they don't shoot as well, but they get a lot more chances. They turn their opponents over on almost a quarter of their possessions. 24.8% of the time, they turn their opponents over on their offensive possessions. So, who you like? You like the runaway winner of a terrible conference, or do you like the regular season co-champ from a very bad conference? You know who I like? I like points. Give me the over 148.5 in this contest. All right, turning our attention to the NIT as the Campbell Camels take on UNC-Greensboro. UNC-Greensboro is a 10-point favorite. And you know what? This is a battle between the disappointed and the pissed off. Campbell was the co-champ in the Big South before laying an egg in the conference finals versus the surprising Gardner-Webb. The Spartans, meanwhile, from Greensboro, felt snubbed by the committee, but they only have themselves and Wofford to blame. They had a 30-point loss to Wofford, a 29-point loss to Wofford, and then they had a final loss in the tournament to the Terriers, and that sealed their fate. You know what? They win any one of those games, or maybe even being just a little more competitive in a couple of those blowouts, and I think they're in the tournament. However, that's not what happened, so they find themselves in the NIT, and they get to take out their frustration on the Camels on their home floor. By the way, make sure you tune into this one. Check this out. You can see the number 4 leading scorer all time in the NCAA, as I predict Chris Clemens makes his last appearance in a Camels uniform. So take Greensboro there and lay the 10 points. And finally, taking a look at another NIT matchup, as the South Dakota State Jackrabbits head down to Texas to take on them Longhorns. South Dakota State's catching 9 and the hook. And, you know, these two teams are a couple teams that actually kind of limp to the finish line. Longhorns, they got suspended guard Kerwin Roach back just in time to not do well in the Big 12 tournament, to bow out to Kansas in the first round. But that game was even worse for the Longhorns, as they lost freshman super stud and probable lottery pick Jackson Hayes to a knee injury. Meanwhile, the Jackrabbits look to run, shoot the 3, and then run some more. Texas plays in a great conference, but they haven't faced many teams like the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. That team has found another gear when they are on the offensive side of the ball. Will the Texas crowd be into it, or will the folks down there in Austin be more excited about the fact that spring football is right around the corner? You know what? If the Jacks lose, they got to go back to South Dakota. Nobody wants that. Give me the Jacks and the points right here. I'll take South Dakota State plus the 9.5. I will take UNC Greensboro minus 10 and the Prairie View A&M Farleigh-Dickinson. Farleigh-Dickinson. It's almost Dickinson. It's Farleigh-Dickinson. Over 148.5. You get yourself down on those 3 games. At the end of the day, you guys can join me as we head back to the window. All right, let's take a look at the shout-outs today, shall we? Quick reminder for everybody, if you haven't done so yet, it's a great time to become a premium member. You get all the tournament games taken care of, as well as my best picks on that. And perhaps one of the coolest parts about that I dare you to find anywhere else, that any other handicapper does anywhere in America, is you get access to me pretty much 7 days a week during from about noon to whenever I ultimately go to bed. So I usually was going to set it up from about noon to 8 Eastern time. However, I end up staying a lot later and answering questions well into the night. So if you have any questions on the games, I know I saw some questions on the games in the comment section. I wish I could get to them, guys, but I am absolutely stone cold busy capping all the college basketball games as well as answering questions from my premium folks. Yeah, I'm going to tell you the questions from the premium folks are going to have a little bit of priority because they're the ones paying the money. So sorry guys, that's life, that's business. But the good news is it ain't much. It's about $4 a day, and you too can have access to my premium picks as well as my premium brain. Arr. All right, so let's get to it, shall we? Miguel and Nola, very nice. Oh, by the way, his son's name is also Miguel. And he's a weightlifter, so I want to make sure that I get his name right so he doesn't kick my ass next time he sees me. So congratulations to Miguel and Miguel Jr. For all of your success. Very, very well done. And speaking of success, Miguel today, he had Utah, he had Portland, and he had the Wizards under. That was a nice little NBA hit there. Scott K, he ended up looking like Nostradamus. He said, all I can tell you is you're going to win one of those hockey bets, and he's not sure which one it was. Well, for the record, it was Arizona. The game that was the game I won. It was 1-1 about 7 minutes in. It was a beautiful thing. And the game that I actually thought I would do better at, that they had the higher scoring team, was the game with the Blackhawks. That always makes me chuckle when I say that. My kids, they used to say anyway. They thought that was a very funny name. I'm not going to tell you why, but and that's the one I actually thought I would win. And they went 0-0 in the first period. So it shows once again that I know absolutely jack shit about hockey. So hockey, I don't know nothing about hockey. Johnny Dew, talk about Nostradamus. Johnny said it'd be cool if you would do these videos live every day. Well, I don't know that we're going to do them live every day because I do them late at night because I wait for all the lines to come out, and it's just something I can't. I got to have games in so I can do the shout outs. Dude, I wish I could do them during the day. I wish these picks were together, but for me to get the best information to give you guys the most updated stuff, I gotta wait till late at night. You know what? I can open up. There's a couple of websites that have a lot of generic information. I can open them up and read them. I'm not going to mention anybody's name that does that every day. That just sits at their computer in their rec room and reads scores and odds, Mitch. But I could do that, but I don't. I try to get the best information and get it to you guys as quickly as I can. And so, yeah, it's going to preclude us doing a lot of live stuff. I mean, I could. I'd have a lot of our cats over in Europe watching, but I doubt if many of you guys are going to stay up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and just to see me do this live. So, good call, Johnny, but we're going to try to do more live shows, okay? We are going to do that. We're going to do it with Scott. I got a buddy of mine that's a very good capper, very funny. We've been doing a lot of stuff together for a long time. I think we're going to try to get him in as well. So appreciate it, man. Legion of Picks. He had the Jazz under 229.5, and in the NHL, kind of semi-faded me. He had Chicago under 6.5. Good call there, LOP. Nicely done. C-Dub in the Greece Super League. He had Aris minus 1.5, and they came in. Peach Waller, of course. The one I didn't pick, he had the Vegas San Jose to go over the first period also, and he gave me a special shout out for giving the NHL some love. Absolutely. Justice C, he says, doing a great job, Scott. I'm a new listener from New Jersey. Says he loves the transparency and the small talk, and he'll be tuning in daily. That's exactly the kind of stuff I love to hear. Why? Because I'm a human being. I like pats on the back. So Justice, make sure you check me out on Tom Barton, like we talked about on Long Island News Radio there. It's not New Jersey, but it's damn close. You can see it. You can see it from my front porch, just like Alaska, just like Russia. So yeah, I'll be again doing the Tom Barton show, which is called "I'll Take That Bet." We'll be on tomorrow between 5 and 6 p.m. on Long Island News Radio. Here's a great name. Ronnie has arrived. Excellent. First time we've heard from him. Keep it up. And first time we heard Justice as well. So yeah, I love the first timers. Love you guys. Keep putting your picks out there. And he did well. He had the Jazz and he had the Blazers. And Robert G. He said, "Go Spurs, go!" And they did. Spurs have kind of been getting it done lately. They got it took care of business for us this weekend on one of my premium subscribers asked me his opinion, and I actually told him to jump on the Spurs, and he did, and we got a victory there. So keep up the great work, Spurs, and keep up the great work, all of you guys. Everybody, chill. All right, my God. I have to address this real quick. I know there's been some kerfuffle, a little bit of blow up in the comment section. Fucking be good humans, all right? Be nice to each other. Remember our common enemy. It is not us. Do not start scrapping at the beginning of the goddamn national tournament. For fuck's sake, everybody. That's what baseball season's for. Uh, I'm kidding. I love baseball. We're gonna have a blast capping it, but don't start scrapping now. This is it, guys. We've been training for this for like 4 months. Ever since the Super Bowl ended, this is what we've been training for. This is it. These 2 weeks right now. So quit jacking around. Quit fucking with each other. All right? Be nice. Be good humans. Share your picks. Share your success, and be happy for everybody that wins, even if you're on an 0-8 slump. It happens. It happens to me. And every night, I'm having like 2-3 bad days in a row. Every night I come on and I read guys that are winning, and that makes me happy. Because why? Because at least if I'm not winning, fucking somebody else is, and that makes my heart smile. All right. So be good humans. Let's win some money. Let's beat the shit out of the bookies. Let's beat the shit out of the casinos, and let's beat the shit out of those offshore books. All right. Let's do it. Let's take some money home. Let's get going today. All right. You guys take care. Have a great day. Good luck, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.